Jesus
All right,
Christ.
guys. So we're probably gonna finish up. We're gonna type Peter Thiel, and then we'll
Yeah.
probably do some of these celebrity typings this week to knock off this fucking obnoxious ass list. And we'll probably figure out some tier lists that we want to do as well this week on coming. I need to fucking finish my education shit. But as always, education shit never does well, so it's almost like I'm wasting my motherfucking time. And then, you be like, yo, go watch this video, and the dumb motherfuckers don't do it anyway. So it's like, ugh, God. Right, Zara?
Well, how does TE work?
Well,
Oh my
It
God.
Bryce,
depends
what do you
what you
really
mean by
mean by that?
TE.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin fucking 2 years in the fucking watching videos, bro, still don't know what TE is. Bro, some people just need to hang it up, bro. Some people just need to hang up tight, bro. It ain't for you, bro. Not calling you stupid, but like, bro, you might need to hang it up, built to ass type shit. So they got Peter Thiel as an INTJ, guys. Okay,
Well, it
cool.
depends what you really mean by that. What is the essence of good?
Yo, can you guys see this? Yeah, yeah, yes, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
All
could
right,
see
you
it.
guys hear it?
Not yet.
In an essay you
Yeah,
wrote in the
man.
early
You can
2000s,
hear it?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
you talk about
He's talking, but I can't hear him. I'm sure this is a very high level conversation they're having.
It's a very high level. Very high
We're
level
missing out on this high
conversation.
level conversation.
Yeah.
It's a very high level conversation here.
Very
I was
macroburr.
looking at the numbers. I'm the numbers guy. I was with Tico. Motherfucker be dropping his kids, bro. Like, bro, holy.
I was with Michael Jordan
Really?
at Casa D'Angelo in Fort Lauderdale.
And I was thinking, there has to be something else going on here.
an
You
impasse.
hear?
I can't
You write about
still can't hear
the
him.
Enlightenment
You hear?
tradition, which we in the
No,
United
I
States
can.
have inherited, as a
you
kind
can?
of treaty
Yeah.
You can't hear anything, T?
Nah.
or settlement after decades of religious warfare.
Sorry, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave and come back. Just I'll
No, let
leave
me
and come
just
back.
stop and I'll do it again. Let me see. She got me dying, bro. Sorry, space up there. Add to the scene. We want names. He said we want names. I don't know, but name names.
Just name drop.
Name names. Name names.
Europe. Quoting you,
Can you
the
hear it?
Enlightenment undertook a major strategic retreat. If the only way to stop people from killing one another about religious questions involved a world where nobody thought about it too much, then the intellectual cost of ceasing such thought seemed a small
High
price to
level
pay.
conversation here.
The question of human nature was abandoned. Close quote. You're famous as a contrarian. There could be almost nothing more contrarian than saying that the Enlightenment represented a
Contrarian.
retreat.
Oh,
Explain
that's
yourself.
very
Well,
on the nose.
Well, if you want to use a Thomistic category, you can distinguish the intellect and the will. And the
Wow.
medievals believed in the weakness
Thomistic category?
of the will, but in the power of the intellect. And moderns tend to believe in the power of the will, but the weakness of the intellect. And
We're going abstract off the
I don't know,
rip.
to use a
Abstract,
slightly
tee-hee.
different metaphor, if you have an evangelical Christian Bible study, the
Yikes.
outward-facing thing is that people are moral and that they're good Christians. The inward-facing thing is that you're sinful.
Abstract.
And you say, well, I'm in this Bible study, now I figured out
This
that
is all
I'm
philosophy
a
right
really
here.
good person.
Yeah.
You've somehow not quite gotten the message. Now,
He's talking about the
if
shadow,
you transpose
basically.
And if you're wondering at home, why is this abstract? Because he's going deep. He's going deep here.
It's all conceptual.
Yeah.
It's all conceptual.
This is all abstract here.
this to a modern rationalist meetup. The outward-facing thing of modern rationalism is that you're more rational, better able to think through things than other people. You're one of the brights, as I think Dawkins like to put it. The
T.E.
inward-facing
Dawkins.
thing is that you're not capable of thought. That that it's basically your mind is full of spaghetti code. You can't believe how bad people are at thinking through things, and that's, I think, the sine qua non of sort of enlightenment rationality
$100
at
words.
this point. And we see it in all sorts of forms.
$100
We do not trust people's ability to think through things at all anymore in the 21st century. I think
Sounds like
as a
TI
cultural
critic.
aside, one could say that
All right, TI
the
critic.
mania we have around
Can't trust
artificial
people to think through
intelligence is
things.
because it stands
Yeah.
for the proposition that humans aren't supposed to think. We want the machines to do the thinking, but it's because we're in a world where individuals are not supposed to have intellectual agency of any sort anymore. We don't trust rationality. We can maybe believe in the wisdom of crowds. We can believe in, in
Big data.
Big
Wisdom
data.
of
We can
crowds,
believe
TE.
in some sort of mechanistic process, but we don't believe in the mind.
All right. You continue in your essay to write about the German legal scholar Carl Schmitt. Carl Schmitt has a checkered record. We better state that, but that's not what you're talking about here. You're talking about a particular point he makes. Schmitt offers, I'm quoting you again, Schmitt offers an alternative to all the thinkers of the Enlightenment who
High-level
concede
conversations.
that there will never be any agreement on the most important things, on questions of religion and virtue and the nature of humanity.
He said they
But
make me wanna
Schmitt
fall
responds that
asleep.
it is a part of the
And
human
I'm
condition
insomniac.
to be divided by
High level of
such questions
conversations are
and
being
to
had.
take sides. Politics is the field of battle in which that division takes place, in which humans are forced to
Metaphors.
choose between friends and enemies.
Yes.
Close quote.
Figure of speeches.
So the well-lived life, the truly human life, the fully human life, requires politics, and politics requires making choices and choosing sides, right?
Well, that's putting words. That's what Schmitt would say. It's not necessarily what I would say.
Okay.
What I would say is that there is something about politics that's deeply adversarial, that's almost irreducibly adversarial. If you listen to a political speech, and this is the sense in which I think Schmitt is right, that if you listen to a political speech, the applause lines are never the positive ways, the positive things you're going to do. The applause lines are always how we're going to fight the other side, how we're going to unite against the other side, how terrible they are, and we're going to stop them. And that is kind of this dynamism of politics. And then as someone who's generally libertarian, I'm always very conflicted. I would like to live in a world that's less political, where there's less politics, but I would also like us to be honest about how terrible politics is. I suspect we can't avoid it altogether, but it's not a nice thing.
Okay. So one more step in this piece of the impasse. That
But
you,
I think
you
we
just-
should we should always resist these sort of naive views of politics. That politics are just some sort of mechanistic process where we take a poll and we all get to some
Systematic.
syrupy answer that everyone can agree with, and that's not what politics is about at all.
Okay. Let's be responsible.
I'm continuing to quote you from your essay. The world of entertainment represents the culmination of the shift away from politics. The Enlightenment says, well, we've
What the
had
fuck?
all these years of warfare over religion. We'll stop asking important questions. And all these centuries after the Enlightenment, here's the world we've reached. This is the way I read you. You can correct my reading, but let me finish quoting you. Instead of violent wars, there could be violent video games. Instead of heroic feats, there could be thrilling amusement park rides. Instead of serious thought, there could be intrigues of all sorts, as in a soap opera. It is a world where people spend their lives amusing themselves to death. Close quote.
Inferior.
Now that is a devastating indictment of much of contemporary America, correct?
That's how NI looks at anybody
Well,
with
it
SE.
is. I mean, I think this has been the trend of modernity. Now, it's not as though politics has disappeared, though. It's often just gets displaced in various ways. But yes, I think there is this incredible degree to which we've substituted the realities of politics for these sort of increasingly fictionalized worlds, and it's probably that's probably
Fictionalized
a very
worlds.
very unhealthy thing. Sort of a slightly different frame that I've often given on this is that in the last 40 or 50 years, there's been a shift from exteriority, which doing things in the real world, to the sort of interior world, which is sort of in a way can be thought of also as a shift from politics to entertainment or
all
something like
deeper,
that.
so it's all abstract.
From Sean
powerful
Connery to
frame,
Dr. Phil.
the powerful frame I give is, almost exactly 50 years ago today, in July of 1969, men reached the moon, and 3 weeks later, Woodstock began. And with the benefit of hindsight, we can say that that's when progress ended, and when the hippies took over the country, or something like that. And then we've had this incredible shift to interiority in the decades since then. And I would include things like the drug counterculture. I would include video games, maybe a lot of entertainment more generally. There's sort of parts of the internet that can be scored both ways, but certainly there are all these things where we've shifted towards a world of yoga, meditation, this world of interiority.
Therapeutic culture, that sort of...
And it just sort of super inward facing.
All right.
Or if you want to frame it theologically, you could say it's like it's always I always like the quote from Milton in Paradise Lost, where the mind is its own place of itself, can make a hell of heaven and a heaven of hell. And this is what and you're supposed to be skeptical of that, because that's what Satan says when he gets sent to hell. He says, well, just in my mind, if I just change my mind,
Sounds like ENT
I
page.
can change where I am. And that's not
mind
quite
Use your
true.
mindset.
There is an external reality,
Become somebody else.
but somehow the temptation to turn everything into something therapeutic, something psychological, meditative, has been a very powerful one in the post 1960s America.
Oh, come on, this guy's INTJ.
This is fascinating.
bro.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
just stipulate. It's very
Thanks, Captain
frustrating
Obvious.
because these are
Obviously,
deep
bro, we here
thoughts,
talking
and
about
you've
TE
read and
Parent,
Guy's fucking
TE
blue.
Parent, TI Critic, like fucking SC Inferior, bro. Where you think we're going there, bro? Like, clearly he's INTJ.
Drugs.
Yeah, like clearly. All right, let's go ahead and
I'm not so sure I agree with what he's saying though. Like, not entirely, at
No.
least. I mean, he's right about the shift towards entertainment, but he's and unless I'm misunderstanding him, he's like, oh, there's a shift away from politics. I mean, I don't think 40, 50, 60 years ago, I don't think people were really that involved with politics. I mean, they
it
just
wasn't.
Yeah.
maybe they weren't as involved in like entertainment as we are now. But he's I don't know. I just,
He's merged this weird synthesis that if people gravitate towards entertainment, that shifts away from politics, and
Yeah.
statements aren't necessarily true. If you look at them like if you look at it from what I would call if you look at it from a epistemic level, it doesn't equate to each other. That
No.
was rubbish. It was complete stupidity. That is one of the dumbest things I've heard all day.
it's he's I feel like he's over intellectualizing something, and it's kind of like when certain people like Thomas Sowell say that intellectuals are like dumb, and like this is like an example of it. It's like he's missing what's actually happening.
Yeah.
My quote is always, "Don't be so smart that you're stupid."
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think that I do think that because of entertainment, when people digest politics, that they take snippets and they don't have as broad of a conceptual framework of political matters. I don't think that people have the same level of depth. But
I mean, I could make a
yes.
disagreement with what he's saying, because the simple fact is that, like, the media has changed quite a bit, and now like people are consuming like politics online. So I would say people are a little bit more aware than they were back in the '60s, because the simple
Yeah,
fact
of
is that
course.
you got all your media from either CNN or Fox or something. So
Mm-hmm.
you basically got the narrative they wanted to give you.
Yeah, you were spoon-fed a storyline of the world, and that was the set of facts, and you had to and those facts were contained by 3 or 4 media conglomerates, and that was it.
That was it.
And that was the world that you in politics in that space. So then you have now, I don't know, alternative media, YouTube, any different places you can search, and even Twitter, X, I guess now.
Well, the big thing with INTJs
Stories
is
break.
sometimes they could get so high up, and when they get so high up, they get so far removed from reality or what's actually going on, that they like actually make a lot of blunders like that. Because like he's not in tune with what's really going on in the world. He's in tune with his own little world, and then a
Yeah.
lot of times they could get themselves in that little echo chamber as well.
Yeah.
Then you just pull in on your thoughts and think your thoughts are the best. So
I think Nietzsche had that problem too. I mean, Nietzsche was probably like extremely intelligent, but I feel like he was so disconnected from like the world and from what was going
mhm.
on that
Well,
I feel like
his
he missed the mark on a number of things.
Well, he messed up. He fused a few different elements. But remember, master and slave morality. Like the master morality was just conquering, and the slave morality was weakness, being meek, subservient, having humility. And the thing is that they kind of were interposed from the master morality that was imposed on the masses per se, because you can't to have a symbiotic relationship, you would have to install the Catholic Church to create some sort of subservience to the state. So what you did was set up these religious institutions that created a sort of a docile, created a docile atmosphere within the populace. So he was completely incorrect. It was imposed by the powers above. So he was completely wrong about how power was structured.
Yo, do we think he's SOSP or SPSO?
Um,
Mm,
I
I
think he was. I think he's probably. I think he's
SO.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
what SP first?
Maybe
SO
SO.
first.
Oh, SO.
Maybe.
I
Yeah,
mean, he kind
maybe.
of runs. I mean, he's got the czar
Could be. I
Thomas
think
vibe.
maybe SP. But it's also because of the topic. He's talking about broader contingencies within society.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's
So
like
yeah,
the topic of discussion. I
So
would
what we
also
thinking?
say
He's
it kind of
SO or
influences the
SP?
direction of this.
He's definitely sexual blind. There's no doubt about that.
yeah. I think we could probably go SOSP.
Hmm.
Yeah. Subtype we thinking N squared.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
The little intellectual fucking the czar and the Thomases. And what do we think?
I was having fun with my little rant. Jesus.
Yeah, start
We
sounding like
thinking.
Peterson. Oh, the substrate.
And then you ask why.
And why?
What are we thinking?
What's the
Above
meaning of the
average
whole bloody
prodigy.
thing?
Yeah, what are we thinking?
What does it
Above
really
average.
mean to think?
Yeah, what are we thinking? Above average. The
I
demigod.
was thinking
Yeah.
Prodigy, but I don't know. At
Yeah,
least above
Prodigy.
average. He's highly
Prodigy.
intelligent, but it's just he's so intelligent that he's stupid, kind of like you said.
Well,
Um,
a lot of times what INTJs will do is like they will get so far removed from reality because generally speaking they want to be removed from
and I,
reality. They get more
yeah.
into the little NI world, and then like they're not pulling from any SC stuff at all. So yeah,
But like I mean, just off the bat, like the way he was talking about things conceptually, this takes like a number one a high degree of intelligence. But I think yeah, it's fair to say he's pretty. I mean, he is extremely successful. He's very developed.
yeah, yeah.
They're asking us to type people, but I don't know. Are we typing more people?
Shit. Who else is on the list? Let me see here.
Well, I know what Salah is on the list. I think Wahili's asking about Salah. I don't know if he's
Oh
the
yeah,
one who recommended him.
yeah. That's the one who recommended him. Who the fuck is
Um,
Salah?
he's a footballer.
God damn!
Yeah, I mean, are you surprised?
You hear me? I was like, God damn, fucking football player. Like, God damn, man. Tight. Okay, who we got? All right, well, we'll do that later this week, man. I'm gonna get some sleep.
All right.
This was fun. Yeah, guys, it was fun. 3 people done. We'll probably do another live stream this week. Probably was Thomas Czar. When you guys free? Czar's gone.
I don't know. Might be free Monday or Tuesday. I don't. Rest of the week, I'm not sure right now.
All right, well, we'll do it. All right, well, we got Peter.